everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, so let's get into it. Everyone get the likes up. Please come in, like it, and share it. Now listen to this. So there was a brawl in Fort Lauderdale in a hotel lobby that started by a man accused of yelling racial slurs at an employee. It came to an end when the employee, in fact, being arrested by the police. Now, mind you, the hotel employee was defending himself. Okay, so but now civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump is questioning why the employee who he says was defending himself was arrested in the first place. Okay, so, and this happened back in January, and they have footage of it, which I'll show in just a moment. Now, Fort Lauderdale police say they're aware of the video and they're investigating it, but they have yet to tell CBS 4 the status of the officer involved. Everything that happened in the video comes after Raymond Rachel canceled a hotel guest stay because he says the man was making racial slurs to him. That same hotel guest, identified as Jason Rabe or Raby, leaves the property, but then comes back. And all of this is, in fact, caught on camera. So let's just go to the footage so you all can see this debauchery for yourselves. Likes up, everyone, please like and share.
Police show up, a confrontation between the hotel employee and an officer. Tonight, a prominent civil rights advocate claims the wrong man was arrested in the violent fight.
Surveillance video captured the entire incident, which happened back in January. Attorney Benjamin Crump released the video.
Now, according to the arrest report, the hotel employee says the guest was calling him racial slurs. CBS 4's Ashley Dyer has been working to get a comment from police, the hotel, and Benjamin Crump.
Ashley is live right now at Fort Lauderdale Police Department headquarters. Ashley, right now, is anyone there talking?
Well, Lauren and Elliot, Fort Lauderdale police aren't saying much, but we know that they're aware of the video and they tell us they are investigating it. Now, I'm pressing them a little bit further, trying to find out the status of those two officers involved in that video and see where they're working currently in the department.
You're watching Raymond Rachel being handcuffed by Fort Lauderdale police, but attorney Ben Crump says he's actually the victim. The video you're about to watch happens after Rachel, an employee at a Best Western hotel, cancels another man's stay because, he says, the man yelled racial slurs at him. Take a closer look. You can see Rachel behind the desk when another man, police identify as Jason Rabe, comes into the frame. He's walking with a purpose right towards Rachel. He immediately opens the security gate. That's when we see Rachel punch him in the face. From here, a fight breaks out, taking the two men to the ground. Another man runs over to help as Rachel punches Rabe several more times. Now Rachel has Rabe in a headlock as the other man on scene dials 911. Rachel is likely referring to police who responded to the Best Western earlier that same day when Jason Rabe, who was apparently visibly intoxicated, wouldn't leave the property. Wow. People staying at the hotel shocked as they watched everything unfold.
I think it's ridiculous, and I think sometimes we jump to conclusions.
And even more surprised to learn the hotel employee was arrested. As soon as police arrive, you see Rachel stand right up. He's then pushed several times by police officers as he references the security camera. In the police report, an officer accuses Rachel of pushing him, but not once do we see that happen in this video.
We also sit back, take a deep breath, look at all the facts, look at the video.
Finally, you see Rachel taken away in handcuffs.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump tweeting out that video last night. Now, the state attorney's office says Raymond Rachel will not face any charges. We're still working to learn from Fort Lauderdale police why he was arrested in the first place. For now, we are live at the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. Ashley Dyer, CBS 4.
Okay, they're talking about they want to find out why he was arrested in the first place. I'm sorry, we already know why he was arrested, because he's black, and the person that was attacking him, that he was fighting, was white. And that's why, because the police are very often racist. Okay, when they show up on the scene, they're always going to give the white person the benefit of the doubt if a black person is involved in an altercation with them or any type of confrontation. That's just how it goes. So we absolutely know why he was arrested. Okay, because he was black. That's all, because he's black. That's just the end of it. Then they always want to say, well, why do you always have to make everything about race? Honey, that's what they do. They, in fact, make everything about race. Okay, first of all, that racist pig piece of shite was sitting there calling him names, racist names. Second of all, he walked behind the counter. And here's the thing. Even if the police didn't know who initiated the confrontation or the brawl, I'm quite sure that common sense, which is what some people don't use, but it's absolutely free. If they exercised common sense, they should have known that the man was in the wrong, because he literally was behind the desk where he clearly doesn't work. So he would have had no business behind that desk unless he came back there to attack the hotel employee. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out who's the one that's the instigator of these situations. But as per usual, the black people get the blame. That's just how it goes. So anyway, let me share my screen so you all can see this story about a black man. A man set free after 28 years in prison dies before wrongful conviction suit against Newport ends. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share.
A man who spent decades in prison for murder before DNA evidence exonerated him will not get a chance to confront the police detectives in that case. His attorney says they framed him.
William Ricky Virgil sued the city of Newport and police in 2016 for wrongful conviction. But the case kept getting delayed, and he died sadly in January.
Investigative reporter Paula Christian has been following the lawsuit and explains what's next.
All William ever wanted was a fair day in court. He never got that.
Attorney Elliot Schlosser has been fighting for justice for William Ricky Virgil for 7 years.
Conviction has been vacated.
A judge granted Virgil a new trial in December of 2015. This after Kentucky Innocence Project lawyers pushed for DNA testing that they say exonerated Virgil. A grand jury declined to indict him a second time after a key witness recanted in 2016. And prosecutors dropped all charges against Virgil for the brutal murder of Retha Welch inside her Newport apartment in 1987.
Apparently, she was hit in the head. We think it's by a crock pitcher that was found on the floor in the kitchen.
Virgil filed a civil suit against Newport police in 2016, saying they fabricated evidence, withheld evidence, and paid a jailhouse witness to testify against him.
There are such interesting racial undertones with how William Virgil got wrongfully convicted. You have a white victim who suffered a tragic death, and the police buried the evidence implicating white alternate suspects to frame a black man for a crime he did not commit.
But that's not how an attorney for Newport Police sees it. In a statement to the I-Team, attorney Jeff Mando says, in part, Mr. Virgil's unfortunate death does not impact my client's fervent belief that they have been falsely accused of depriving Mr. Virgil of a fair trial. They are confident that the facts and evidence will vindicate them and that justice will prevail. Justice Virgil's case was about to go to trial in federal court in Covington last August. The city of Newport asked for a delay. The city wants to give 2 former officers time to appeal. They say qualified immunity shields them from having to go to trial. A federal judge agreed to the delay.
This appeal was designed to just delay the litigation.
Schlosser warned the judge that Virgil, who was 69, may not live to see the trial if it were delayed. He died on January 2nd. This is video of his memorial service, where his family sang his favorite gospel songs in his honor. Slosser gave a eulogy. To him, Virgil wasn't just a client, he was a friend. Slosser works for a Chicago law firm that has won multi-million-dollar verdicts across the country for wrongful convictions. He promises to keep an empty chair in the courtroom at trial in honor of Virgil. A trial will likely happen in 2023 if Slosser is successful at the Sixth Circuit, which is hearing Newport's appeal this year.
The fact that William Virgil couldn't live to see justice is a reminder of how grave their misconduct is and how much they should pay for it.
I spoke to Virgil's cousin Jerry, who will take his place at trial. She told me, quote, "Am I happy he didn't die in prison? Yes. But was he totally free? No." Reporting from Milford, where Virgil is buried, Paula Christian, WCPO 9, I-Team.
Here's a passive income.
I almost forgot to cut my mic on, but just another sad tale of another innocent Black person put in prison for something they didn't do and dying before they could get out, honey. Very sad indeed, but I am not surprised because these things happen all too often, honey. This is just how it goes in the criminal justice system. Everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, so I hope you all enjoy the rest of this lovely evening, and I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another Black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is Black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a Black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my Black shoes by the Black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your
Ahmadiyyah.
skin?
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, given to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation.